Instagram is in the building. Facebook is in the building. Let me know that you are in the building. I'm Jerusha. Yes, motivational speaker, radio personality, business coach, social marketer, showing up, yes, on Monday for all the pretty people. Yes, because it's Motivational Monday, Marvelous Monday, Money Making Monday, but we are here, right? So I'm excited because did you have a great weekend? Did you watch the Super Bowl? What did you do? All right. Did you like Rihanna's halftime show? Like, tell me what the people are saying. And so, yes. And so I wanted to make sure that I gave you your motivation for Monday so you can get your booty up, girl, and get that work done. And so tell me, something's in my eye. Hold on one second. Tell me, did you enjoy live video paused? I don't know why it's paused, reconnecting. That's Instagram. I don't know what's going on with Instagram today, but it says reconnecting, so we'll see what happens. Hello, gorgeous. Yes, happy Monday. Melissa in the building. Vanessa is in the building. Spencer is in the building. User something is in the building. Let me know. Abby is in the building. Yes, I can see you in the building. Yes, show me some hearts. Give me some love. And if you love my motivation, inspiration, and business tips, I don't want to be the best kept secret. Make sure you share the broadcast if you get value, tag 2 people, because we want to make sure that everybody get all of this goodness. Yes, good to see you on this beautiful Monday. So what did you do yesterday? Did you guys enjoy Rihanna's performance? Did you find out that she is expecting baby number 2? So are you guys excited about it? Are you Rihanna fans? I don't know. So you guys got to tell me. I got to see what the people's like. If that's something that you're into, let me know that you're into it. Now, the reason why I even bring that up, because I always try to tie something into business. Did you guys really see Rihanna take out the Fendi makeup, stop the performance, pat her little face with her own brand, her own way of marketing during the halftime show, and she's a billionaire with a B, not an M, a B, baby, a B. And you think you don't have to market, and you think you don't need to show your products, and you think, girl, I was like, yes, just like the pretty people water bottle. If you're a pretty person, hashtag to all the pretty people. That means we celebrate, collaborate, and create great relationships. You are pretty to me, pretty from the inside out. So you are the pretty people. If you follow me, you are a pretty person. Yes, I saw that. Okay. And so I'm like, every time I'm like, let me drink some water out my pretty people water bottle. So you're marketing without saying you're marketing. Obviously, I'm teaching, so I'm giving an example. But a lot of times, even in my short form videos, in my TikToks, my reels, I always have the pretty people someplace. I'm propping this someplace, right? Whether I have on the sweatshirt that says pretty people, or the t-shirt, or the water bottle, or the coffee mug. You are pretty as well. Thank you so much. I'm like, get your pretty people tea. And so what I learned is I'm always looking for lessons. What I liked about Rihanna's thing was she promoted her thing. She promoted that Fenty makeup. She was like, wait a minute, we got to get this in there. So my point to you is, what do you think you got to do for your business? If she's continuously doing it, and we are network marketers, direct sellers, small businesses, we have the whole wide world in our hands in the cell phone, right? This smartphone. If it's not a smartphone, it's a dumb phone. So Richard said, I'm just walking around with this dumb phone. No, you better use this smartphone. That's what it's for. You have 4.7 billion users on social media worldwide. Hello, you better market. You better show up. You better brand your stuff. Love it. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so I was like, yes, on that part was my favorite part of the entire thing, that she got that marketing in there. And I can't remember. I worked in television. So for those of you that do not know, I worked for CNN News, worked in radio and television. And I forget how many people watched the Super Bowl, especially the halftime. So I can even imagine probably a few billion, right? I can't imagine how many people caught that went to Google Fenty, right, and purchased or repurchased based on that little 5 seconds of marketing she did. That's what I'm talking about. She better get that money, honey. So that's what I want you to do. I need you to step up. I need you to show out. I need you to not be afraid. I need you to be fearless. You're going to have a little fear, but you do it anyway. That's when you become fearless. You do it anyway. Like, I don't even care at this point. I'm like, let's go. That's why I'm developing the 100s, right? 100 new business partners in my social retail business, 100 families, 100 lives, helping them make $100,000. Yes, put 100 in the chat. It's going down. I was like, I got to go harder. Rihanna just like, Riri just did that. Jerusha, you got to go harder. Like, what you doing? So trust me, you have got to take your business that serious. She's taking her business that serious. She's like, I'm not missing a moment. So when you are online, do not miss your moment. Like, for real, do not miss that moment to showcase, your product. Even if it's like, nothing is in here. It says pretty people, right? Nothing's in here, but I could be talking to you guys like, hold on one second, my throat's sore, or just drinking tea. But I am marketing. Trust and believe. And so I want you to have that same type of entrepreneur mindset. Let's get into it. I study people. I'm like looking at them all the time. I'm like, all right, that's what I need to do next. Oh, I caught that. I'm always in student mode. Always. I'm always learning something. I'm always listening to something. I'm always consumed with something new. And not all the time it's like new, but it's new information to me because it's probably not new because they're doing it. But new to me, and I implement. And so I don't want you to just to be knowledgeable. When you come up my page, I want you to implement. And so it's very important that you don't just gather all of this great information and not use it, right? You're just walking around smart. The wisdom is in using it. The wisdom is applying it. That's the wisdom part of it. And so, yes, you better go for the gusto, baby. This is your time. We're already 2 months almost in 2023, and you had these amazing dreams and goals and aspirations for 2023. It's still happening. You just got to show up a little bit bigger. You got to do a little bit more work. You got to talk to a little bit more people. And so trust me. So let me give you guys this. So if you're joining me for the first time, I'm Jerusha. Yes, and I help people build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. I help you leverage and monetize social media. Those are two different things. Leverage and monetize social media. So if you have a small business, network marketers, direct sellers, you're my people. You're my people. And so I want to make sure that you actually reach the goal this year. Yes or yes. Say, Jerusha, that sounds good to me. Yes. You want to be a part of that. So I don't want to be the best kept secret. When I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Tag 2 people, tag 2 business besties, or whoever, 2 friends, tag 2 people, or share the broadcast, right? So they can get this information, because I want to talk to you about, guess what Rihanna's people's probably doing today? I'm sure there's a Fenty commercial on today. They are following up. They are following up. Do you not think that was on purpose? Marketing is on purpose. Success is on purpose, right? You're never going to be successful by accident. All of this is a strategy. And that's why I created the 2-day follow-up training for you guys. It's starting this week. If you're not in the 2-day follow-up training, smash my profile, smash the link tree, grab the 2-day follow-up, because those people, her marketing team is going to be following up, because a lot of you'll notice that when you Google one thing or you even say it, it shows up on the phone, right? That's follow-up. See, the difference is you don't have that type of money to have the click funnels or the ads that is just continuously showing up for other people. You got to physically do it until you're able to invest at that level. But that's what they call follow-up. And that's what you need to be doing more of. The money is in the follow-up. And so I was like, this is where I believe most people struggle, is the follow-up, right? The marketing is number one kind of marketing and branding, and then the follow-up from the marketing and branding. And so it's no point to just put your thing out here. Like if I'm like the pretty people and I just say it and they're like, okay, I got to follow up with each person. Like, yes, you were on my live. Did you want to grab that that pretty people mug? Did you want to grab a pretty people tea? I have to still follow up with the peoples. Because some people would love it, they would want it, but they would just never just like, okay, go find out where it is. You want to make it easy for everybody. Now, Fenty, obviously, you can just Google it, right? And it'll be there. But with your business, they don't know it's you they need to purchase from. Now, this is one reason why, and I'm going to get into my follow-up and reasons why you should follow up. And my one way that works in follow-up is one of the things that you have to understand is when you are in a direct sales or network marketing company. Now, I'm the person that believes that you should market and brand yourself because people fall in love with people. People buy from people. Okay. And so because I know that, being in my degrees are in communications and public relations, and I understand it's the marketing of the person that you actually buy from. So when people join my organization, because I'm developing 100 new business partners, they're actually joining Jerusha. They're not joining company name. They're joining me. And so when they purchase from you, they're purchasing from you. Yes. All right. So I don't think that it's a good idea if you are in network marketing and direct sales to just post your company name everywhere and be a poster child, because I can just Google your company name and purchase it and you would never know. And you did all that work. You was like, I didn't work. And they did purchase it from company website, not you, from Google, from eBay, from somebody who's selling it at the flea market, not you. So the only way to do it is continuously market yourself, follow up as yourself or your assistant, whoever, or even if it's a text messaging campaign, an email campaign, you still have to follow up. Your money is in the follow-up. Now, I can tell you this, and the reason why I created this 2-day follow-up, because I'm not a fan personally of the follow-up, mainly because when I first started in my first direct sales company, we followed up by phone. So I had to call 50, 100 people every day on the phone, calling every moment on the phone. And I didn't like it, right? But I was like, that's something I got to do. I got to fall in love with it. And I think people think you love every aspect of your business. You don't. You don't love every aspect, right? And so that's why you can't delegate, but no one will have my voice. No one will have my energy. So it actually, that part has to be me. Now with texting, you don't know if it's me or a robot or an assistant because it's my words, but it's texting, right? But we were calling 75, 100 people a day, trying to book people, following up. And that wasn't my favorite part of the business, okay? It was not. I was like, oh, there has to be a better way. It has to be a better way. Now, we did have their number so we could text, right? But I'm a person. It's nothing like the voice. Because I can voice you right now in Messenger. It's nothing like you hearing my voice. Like Melissa put 100. I'm going to be in Melissa inbox. Hey, Melissa, it's Jerusha. It's nothing like you actually hearing that it's me, right? Okay. So that's why you have to follow up. So it's important that you understand the benefits to your business. That's where your productivity will grow and increase when you follow up. Trust me, this is what I know for sure. And so that's where I was like, oh, and I was like, get over it. It has to get done. Now, I don't know what happened to Instagram, but we lost Instagram. But you know what? It's all good. And then, of course, once you start following up, don't worry about what they would be thinking or what they're going to be saying. You have to follow up 5 to 12 times for people to actually move forward. And I know you've heard people say this, but you think it's one time. I'm not going to be bothering people. If they want it, girl, she wanted, right? But it's just not that important right now, but she does want it because she expressed some type of interest. That means you just got to follow up. And so don't worry about it when you start following up. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. They're not going to think that you're bothering them. I like it when I purchase from a store and they call me and follow up. I like it. You better get my customer service because that's how you win me over. So please make the decision to grow and go to the next level right now. Okay. So when you start growing, people will say you've changed. Well, isn't that the point? You want to change. That's the point of going into a new year, a new season, to pivot, right? When you plant a seed, you're expecting it to change into a beautiful flower. Isn't that the point? Whatever you water in life is going to grow. If you water a seed, do you expect it to look different? Yes. You want the results of that. And the same thing, when you order positivity, you get more of that. But if you order jealousy, you're going to get more of that too. If you order it, you're going to get that. And so your personal growth and business growth should be boiling up and teeming with good energy. You should be consistently, noticeably, unequivocally growing. Every time I look at you, every time I look at your page, every time I look at your post, I should consistently, noticeably, unequivocally see you grow. And I'm like, oh, I know Elaine. Oh, I know Vanessa. She is growing. I can see the change. I expect for you to grow. And if people aren't cheering you on like that, you need to be a part of the pretty people, because that's what we do. We crown our kings and queens over here. I'm going to celebrate the change. So this is what, write this down. A pretty person is putting all this goodness in the chat. Say, yes. When desire penetrates potential, it conceives reality. So what I need you to do, here's your homework. And I gotta go. What time is it? Okay. Here's your homework. Look at your reality today. Okay. Obviously, we're not Rihanna. Look at where you are today. Now, look at what it could be. I'm just looking at the 100 families, 100. I'm just looking at it like, yes, I can see it. Now, how determined are you to get it? Determine what you want. Like, she set out to be this, pop singer, or what is she, a pop singer? R&B singer, whatever. And she was like, I'm going to sing. Did you see her story? She was like, I'm going to change the world through her music. So you got to determine what you want. Okay. Do you want just 50 customers? Do you want to level up in your company, like whatever different levels that you have, right? Do you want, your self-development to be better? Do you want to be a part of, these influencers online? Do you want to be debt-free? Do you want a new car? Like, think about it. What is it that you really, really want? And I'm talking about what you really want. Okay. Do you want to some people like, I just want to make an extra $500. I want to sleep. Okay. That's what you want. Some people want to travel. So determine that first. Write it down. Put it down in the chat. If you want to tell me, I'd be great. I'm going to read it, but just write it down. This is what you want. Okay. Circle it. If you have some paper, circle it. This is what I want. Now, my question, your homework is, how bad do you want that? Like, for me, it's leaving a legacy. Like, it's definitely breaking generational curses and leaving a legacy for my boys. Like, this is what is necessary, right? So how bad do you want that thing? You think you want it bad enough? You want it so badly, it seems impossible. It does. I've only developed 6 top leaders in my industry. In the time I've been in business, I'm talking about developing 100. So it seems impossible, but nothing is impossible with God. And if you don't know the struggle, you don't know the strength. So I have to say something that seems impossible, but I know with God it's not impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Impossible says, I'm possible. It's possible that I'm going to be able to do that. Now, once you have that, number 2, what I need you to do is first, write down what you want, right? How bad you want it, circle it. Number 2, I need you to decide. In order for me to develop 100 new business partners in my business, okay, I got to decide what you're willing to give up for that to happen. I'm going to have to give up some things, right? What are you willing to give up? Whatever you circled, whatever you put in the chat, right? It's gut-wrenching, right? The chair of compromise is much more comfortable than the chair of commitment. I got to commit to the 100. You got to commit to what you just wrote down. And so my current lifestyle is comfortable. Like, it's comfortable, right? Okay. Everybody wants to be, I want to be comfortable. No, you really want to be uncomfortable. And so let me tell you the stats. Right now, most women are paid between $30,000 and $70,000 a year. Okay. Now, some people, if they are in that range, which I know most people are because I Googled it, if you're $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, some people think they're sitting comfortably. Like, I'm in a nice chair. I'm sitting in this nice chair. I'm comfortable. My bills are paid. I'm not like struggling. It's soft. It's soft enough. Okay. I don't have to have all of that. This is what people say. I mean, I don't need all of that because, my butt feel good on this comfortable chair right now. Like, we're doing pretty good. I can travel once a year and go on a cruise, right? The chair of compromise. Although, deep down, there's another chair. the chair of commitment. Okay. And that's been actually handed to you because you've seen it done through people like Brianna, right? Now you ask yourself, do I want to stay in this comfortable chair of comfortableness, or do I want to be in the chair of commitment? Because if I commit to working on it and molding it and shaping it over time, it will provide a lifestyle of comfort. And so it's so important for me to be in this chair over here where it's not that comfortable, but it's the commitment chair. It's going to require me to give up some stuff. The chair of compromise is much more comfortable than the chair of commitment. It's always been that way for people that strive to the top and make it, right? Because if it was easy, everybody be doing it. And so my question to you is, are you willing to give up time with your friends to get what you circled, what you wrote? Are you willing to give up TV, television time, whatever is on? I don't know, Housewives, I don't know. Are you willing? Are you willing to spend less time? Sometimes family functions, you can attend the cookout, Are you willing to spend less time, with your significant other just for a short period of time, right? Are you willing to do something different to get what you circled? That's what you said you wanted. It's what you want. And the only way to get it, there's a sacrifice. So if you're not there, that's okay. You haven't decided. I'm there, 100 in. Let's go. If you're not there, that's okay. Change can occur. You've heard me say this before. Change is voluntary or involuntary. You may not want to get laid off from your job because you can get laid off. Just understand, people who think they got security working for somebody else, there's never security working for somebody else, okay? You may not want to get laid off, but if you do, it will be involuntary, right? They just say, oh, today is your day. If you choose to leave an employer like I did, I laid them off. They didn't lay me off. If you choose to leave an employer, then it was voluntary. It was on my terms. So change is necessary to grow. Change can occur involuntary or voluntary, but it will happen because the universe will continue to evolve. Unfortunately, with or without you. Just like technology, the people who are like, I'm just not good. I'm not good, but I'm like, let me learn YouTube. Where's Google? Because it's going to move whether I move or not. It's going to change the way we do business, whether I change or not. So you got to decide, am I growing? Okay. Unfortunately, with or without you, decide what you will give up for what you want. And are you willing to plan your work and work your plan? So my plan is I got to follow up more. And that's why I got to show up more. I got to share my business tips and goals with you more, right? So if you aren't going all the way, don't go at all. Why go at all? Girl, you can't half do it. You can't halfway want to be whatever. You got to do it all the way or go home. Because none of you thought, none of the pretty people, all you guys are so pretty to me. None of you thought you could grow a business and not change, correct? Nobody thought that. No one. Yes. No, you didn't think that. And you got to understand that in the growing, sometimes growing, you know how people say growing pains? That's what it is. You're going to have some growing pains, but it's going to be worth it. Okay. So now that you know what you want, and now you know what you will give up to get what you want, here's what you need to get and become a master at is follow up. Because you're going to do all of this work, but to do all of this and not follow up, you're not going to get the results. So you want to become a master at follow-up. Once you start that marketing, once you start reaching out, you got to follow up. People are busy. You know how many people I have to follow up with? Give you a good example. During the Super Bowl last night, I had my laptop. My husband was watching the game. My son was watching the game. And I followed up with 100 people. I was present because I'm not really watching the game. I'm just here for like support. Like, that's your team. And I keep saying, oh, is that person your person? Because I'm present in the moment, right? And I'm enjoying it and I'm enjoying them making all the noise. But guess what I'm doing? Because I said I want to help 100 families. I followed up with 100 people during that time. I saw Rihanna just like y'all. But I also was putting my priorities first, which is my business. She's not my first priority. I'm wishing her well. I know she's going to do well. She's done well. But I got to make sure my house is in order too. So when you're following up, don't spend a lot of time right? Begging folks, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm gonna give you some examples really quickly here of reasons to follow up. That's why you got to jump in the 2-day follow-up training. And you want to become a great storyteller in your follow-up. You want to make sure you're dropping nuggets in your follow-up. You want to be giving value. Write this down. I'm telling you. You want to be giving value in your follow-up. That's how you follow up. You're not following up like, are you ready to purchase? Are you ready to sign up? That's not the best way to follow up. Okay. So the more you say, the less people remember. Stop trying to tell them all the stats about the company. Stop trying to tell them all the ingredients. It has oil. No. They're not going to remember because it doesn't really help them make that decision. Your goal is to answer the questions that help them make the decision to move forward in the purchase or in the sign up or in the service or whatever. Okay. So I'm a script person because I never sold anything before until I got in my first business years ago. And so I like scripts. I know some people say go off the top of your head, go from your heart. No, I can't do that. I'm going to need to know the direction to go in. Okay. So I need simple one-liners and I can make it personable. I can make it my own, but I need simple one-liners. Anybody like me, you need like a guideline. You need some scripts. Okay. Yes. So I have simple one-liners. I will share a few to give you some reasons to follow up. So in the 2-day follow-up training on Wednesday of this week, you're going to get 20 follow-up scripts. Okay. That is going to take you for the entire year. So you never have to wonder. You're going to have all of them. You got to follow it though. I see people purchasing it, but I need you to follow it. It works. Okay. So my sequence is also in the follow-up ebook, which is included in the training. And so you'll notice that you follow up with somebody. So it's like 2 days, 4 days, 7 days, and then there's a whole throughout the year. And so you're going to insert your company, right? So the examples I'm giving, obviously you're going to insert whatever your thing is. So you have a service or whatever you're in. And so let me see if you want me to share this, I can share the screen with you. So you can see what I am, the reasons to follow. Yes, you need direction with scripts. You're just like me. I'm like, I need direction. I don't like it when people like say what you feel. No, I need to know exactly what to say. So yeah, I'm not that person actually. Now, once I learn, then I'm like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. Once I learn what I'm supposed to be saying. Not inside your screen, Chrome. Maybe I can't. Why is this not letting me share what I want to share? Cancel. Hold on. Screen sharing was canceled. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So if you're like me, put in the chat. If you need scripts, put in the chat scripts. You need the scripts, baby. You just like me. Okay, this is what I want to show. Hold on. Yes, you need it. Yes, you're just like me. I'm like, no, ma'am. I don't want to just have to figure nothing out. I wonder why. Oh, there it is. I found it. All right. See, just like this. You never know. I'm like, what's going on? All right. So I'm going to really quickly go through these. And this is like your 7th or 10th day follow-up. They have not replied. They did see your video. They did see your product presentation or whatever. And you're going to update and then deflect, right? And so I learned this from Ray Higdon. You want to update and then deflect. And so these are reasons why you can follow up. And obviously, y'all had a conversation. This is not something you just say. You had a conversation. They didn't follow through for whatever reason, for however many days. And this is what you're going to say. So this is an example. I always address people by name. So you'd be like, Tina, I like your post on your page about blah, blah, blah. By the way, I just ranked up to a higher level in my business. I'm so excited. That's it. You didn't ask her, is she ready to purchase? You didn't ask her, is she ready to sign the dotted line? You didn't ask her anything, right? Now, obviously, I'm a believer that you love on people's pages. You hear me say it all the time. Go love on the page. Go love in the story. Not all the time, but when you see it, right? If you're talking to a lot of people, you should always be doing that. That is a form of follow-up. And so another way you can say it is, I like your post on your page about blah, blah, blah. Whatever you saw, because that gives people, this level of, oh, she's watching my stuff. She's on my page. You want that connection. That's what business is, relationships. You want that person to feel like I see you. That's a good thing. And then you just deflect. And I don't know if you I don't know if you say it. Okay. Oh, saw it. That's supposed to be saw. I'm like, what? I don't know if you saw it, but okay, let me see if I can change this, y'all. Hold on one second. Oh, I guess I can't change it because oh yes, I can. Okay, sorry. Oh, not right there though. Okay, better. I'm like, what? Or you can say, I like the post on your page about blah blah blah. And I don't know if you saw it, but I helped a new business partner earn $400 in just a few days. I'm so happy. Deflect. You update, deflect. Okay. You don't need to keep saying, did you get my message about the products or whatever? Here's another way. I liked your post on your page, or I like your stories about da 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 da. Did you see on my page my friend Deb just made $1,000 in 2 days? I'm so happy for her. Now, if you have pictures, if you have graphics, you want to be like, yeah, you and Deborah high-fiving. So you're showing her that you're doing it with or without her. You want to do it with her, but you are doing it without her. And so when people see that you're actually doing what you say or what you showed them, even if it's a product, you change the verbiage, right? Even if it's a product, even if it's, for me, I use a collagen. I take a liquid collagen every day. It helps my skin, my nails, my joints, my bones, my digestion, my cognitive tissues, all the things, right? And so I have other people like, I want that collagen. I have them send me their results, right? And I use their testimonies. I use them in my stories so people can see it's not just me getting benefits, it's other people getting benefits. So if I followed up with you, I'm like, did you see my stories? One of my new customers, Deb, she just actually started using the liquid collagen, and look at her results. And then a picture of Deb with her results. That's how you follow up. I don't need to keep saying, here's my website. Here's my website. Here's my website. Okay. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? I like your post, or I like your story, or whatever. I like your video. I like your reels, whatever. And pray for me. I'm on target for a company car. I'm so excited. Now, you know what you're also doing. Now, if you don't want to say pray for me, you can say wish me luck. I know some of y'all on here, you just say wish me luck or whatever you want to say in that regard. And you're on target for whatever you're on target for with your company. So I'm on target for a company car, and I'm so grateful, or whatever it is. And so this way, two things is happening. You're updating her that you're making progress. And now she's like, oh, you're earning cars up in here? Earning cars, diamonds, trips. Like all of this is a part of your follow-up. Even if it's a pendant, even if it's an award, a certificate, you've earned something to say you're in business. That's something to celebrate. And the reason why you're able to send her these follow-up messages, because if you have my follow-up scripts, which is also in the 2-day follow-up training, it says, if the person even says, no, thank you, not right now, it says, do you mind if I keep you updated on my progress? It says it. So when they say, yeah, I don't mind if you keep me updated, this is your updates. So they're going to say, yes. I really have never, if I have, I don't remember. Most people don't mind if I say, well, okay, you're not open today. It doesn't seem like timing is right. Can I keep you updated? Most people say yes. You are giving me permission to update you on all my goodness that's happening, right? And so even if, does this make sense? Yes, 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 yes. Now, if you see something on the page that really relates to your business, you want to make sure you definitely go ahead and message her. Say she's going on a trip this summer. Say she's taking her kids, wherever she's mentioned it. It's a good time for you to say something as well. And so I just earned a company trip. So I'm headed out to purchase a suitcase. I'm so excited. Any suggestions? I see you're taking your son on a trip. You see how we're making this like we're friends now. If you come over here, if you like anything over here, love anything, share anything, I'm your friend. Because that's what social media is for us to be social and for us to share what we know for sure, to share our experiences. We're here to socialize. Yes or yes. That's the whole point. And so if it's somebody that doesn't want to socialize, you can delete them. I really utilize that button to block and delete. Do anybody else use it? I use it. It's necessary. And so you can just say, fly away, go away, and it's done. So, all right. And so, yes, and I'm not going to go all over all of these, but you get the point. If you want all of them, grab the 2-day live follow-up training. It's Wednesday and Thursday, 1 hour per day. And yep, you get the follow-up ebook. That's what this is. And in the follow-up ebook, you're going to have how often to follow up with the leads and customers, my follow-up sequence, how to automate the follow-up, because obviously I can't follow up with 500 people personally, right? When I was saying I followed up yesterday with 100 people, that was on Instagram. So I don't have their actual phone numbers to put them in my text messaging campaign. So that's what I mean by that. So if I don't have their email address either to put them in my email. That's why you want to get them off of social media so you can put them where you can automate the follow-up. And so that's a whole nother training in this 2-day training that we're going to do together. And you have 20 downloadable scripts that I just give you, but you got to use them. And so you can't just look at him like, oh, this is good. Thank you, Jerusha. This is good. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We want to implement. Earlier I just said we don't want to be walking around. We're just smart. We just got good information. Like, I'm so smart. I have all this in my head. Okay. So we want to make sure we utilize that. So how many of you believe that you can do it? Yes or yes. Say, Jerusha, yes. You believe it. It always seems impossible until it's done. And you guys, I love, my boys swimming, because I didn't grow up swimming, but I know how to save my life, I guess. And one of the things that I wanted to do was put them in swimming lessons. And I did it when they were like babies, months old. I was like, they need to learn how to swim. And so I just thought that was a very important skill for them to have. And I like watching in the Olympics, the swimming part. Now I like the running, the races, like the actual 100-yard dash, and I like the swimming now. And so I liked Michael Phelps when he was winning. And so Michael Phelps, in middle school, his coach told him he would never be a swimmer. Now he's actually earned how many gold medals? That's why you can't believe what people say about you. Somebody's telling you your videos aren't good. You don't speak well. Somebody's telling you, they don't like your product. Someone's telling you, oh, they don't like your comp plan. Oh, they don't like. Listen, you cannot go by those people. Same thing with Felix, the little girl, Allison Felix. Same thing with her. Her grandmother, she couldn't even watch her run because her grandmother had some type of heart condition or disease. And to watch her run, it would like skip a heartbeat. And so they was always afraid that she would have a heart attack. So they would record it for her. And after the race, they would tell her the results and then she would watch it. And so they also told her that she was never going to be able to run again. She was never going to qualify again. And boom, now today she's actually earned X amount of gold medals. Don't believe what people say about you. Don't believe it. We're all extraordinary in our own ways, right? It's the limitations we place on ourselves. You don't have any limits. You place those limits. I can't limit you from doing what you need to do. Most people limit themselves out of fear of what other people are going to be saying about them. And so what I need you to do is release all limitations today. Okay? It's the limitations we place on ourselves out of fear that relegate us to the life of the ordinary. And if you're following me, you're not ordinary. You're extraordinary, baby. You are an original. Don't you dare buy a cheap copy. I'm not a copy of anything, baby. It's just me. Is it? It's just you, Melissa. It's just you, Elaine. It's just you. It's just you, right? The original is always better than the duplicate, baby. So what I need you to do, accept responsibility, start following up and get your money. It's in the follow-up. And so if this was valuable to you, if you learned something today, you're like, Jerusha, yes, tag 2 people, share the broadcast. Make sure you jump in the 2-day follow-up training that's happening Wednesday. So if you miss it, if you like the free training, you'll definitely love me when it's just me and you. Okay. So yes, make sure smash my profile or put 2-day follow-up or just put 2-day in the chat. And then I'll send it to you if I'm not in jail on Facebook. Put 2-day in the chat if you want me to send you the link. But if you go to my profile, everybody know how to go to the profile. It's interesting that people often say, oh, I don't know where it is. And so I'm like, you don't know where the profile, whenever you find someone's stuff, you go to their profile, yes or yes, right? And so you go to the profile. So I'm not even on Facebook, but when you go to Facebook and just like anything else, you go to anyone's profile, just like this. they should have a bio. So when you hear someone says, go to the link in the bio. I didn't want to say the word link. So, but anyway, so you go to my profile. You see right here, I have one link tree. It says link tree. Smash the link tree. Go to my profile. Smash the link tree. You'll see the 2-day follow-up. You'll also see the 3-day ride, which is my signature business course. So if you want me for 3 days and with some intense training on how to get leads, unlimited leads like I have, you want to jump in the 3-day ride. But yes, so that's how you find people's bio. It says bio. So when someone says go to my bio, that's what they're talking about. So I hear so many people like, I don't see it. If you go to the person's profile, everybody's Facebook page is set up the same way. Okay, it's going to be right there. Got it? Say yes, Jerusha. If you got it, you're my people. You got it. You understand it. All right. So what I need you to do is go to my profile, smash the link tree, grab the 2-day follow-up. I'll see your beautiful faces tomorrow, 1:30, quick lunch and learn. Every Tuesday at 1:30, a quick lunch and learn. Today was just a bonus because I love y'all. And I didn't go live yesterday, Sunday, so I missed you. I was like, I got to go live Monday, baby. Remember, I want Rihanna money. I got to show up like Rihanna. I got to show up and have my merchandise. Pretty people. I got to do it every single day. Yes, thanks. You're welcome. If this is good for you, tag 2 people because I don't want to be the best kept secret. I'm just thankful. 2-day. Yeah, put 2-day if you definitely want the 2-day follow-up training. I appreciate you. I'm thankful that Grace and Mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I see you on the page. I see you tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern time. Let's get that party started.